and good morning. Well, I have finally completed my 14 days of quarantine here at Howard Springs. Today I'm checking out and I'm going to be sharing my experience with you guys, so let's pack up. So during our stay at Howard Springs, we have to return 3 negative tests. First test is done on 2nd day of arrival. I think second test is done on 7th day, and the final test is done on the 12th. You won't hear from them unless you return a positive test. Well, my personal experience has been good. It didn't feel like I was in quarantine for the past 14 days, and the facility itself is pretty nice, because if you think about it, we are here to quarantine and not on a holiday, because a lot of people come here with an expectation that you're on a holiday, you have to, it's not a hotel. We are here to serve a purpose, and that purpose is to stop the spread of the virus. And then you just pack up and you have to leave. But I had to request for an exemption because I was flying out on the same day I was being released. So some people fly out next day, but because I was flying on the same day, I had to request an exemption to leave early. It has been a very different experience for me staying up in Darwin for 14 days, but I was really happy to be able to finally go home, and I was flying with Qantas. They had a wonderful service. So I'm back home in Adelaide, and I want to clear a couple of questions from you guys. So first is, how do you actually calculate the number of days, so 14 days of quarantine? And the second thing is, how do you book your flights further from Darwin to wherever you want to go, so from Melbourne or Sydney, wherever. First, when you arrive, so let's take an example, you arrive on 28 of any month. So you arrive on 28, that's going to be your day 0. So then you actually start your quarantine period. That will end on 11th, because day 0, day 1, and then so on. And the other thing is, you can actually book your flight before, even you coming from wherever you're coming from. You can book while you're there, or you can actually book when you land in Oz. Well, to be honest, it actually depends on the tickets and if they're available or they're not. I would recommend that you do it before, even coming to Oz. It'd be easier, because when you land, it gets more harder, and especially right now, there's very less flights going in to other cities, especially if you're going to Sydney. You would have to book early. Hope this video helps, and if you like the video, please make sure you give it a thumbs up and drop a comment below, and I'll see you next time.